Welcome back to Vow to Heaven, where we delve into transformative near-death experiences that challenge our perceptions of reality. I'm Dan, your guide through these remarkable narratives. Today we share the profound story of Kevin Hartley, an avowed atheist who encountered a life-altering moment during a suicide attempt, only to be saved by an unexpected encounter with Jesus. This experience challenged his beliefs and reshaped his understanding of existence. If you find these stories enlightening and transformative, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us bring these impactful stories to a wider audience. Kevin Hartley's journey into existential despair began after years of battling chronic depression and a deep-seated sense of meaninglessness. His skepticism towards any religious or spiritual beliefs only deepened his isolation, leaving him feeling disconnected from those around him and from life itself. One night, overwhelmed by his inner turmoil, Kevin decided that ending his life was the only escape from the unrelenting pain. However, what was meant to be his final moment turned into the beginning of a completely new chapter. As Kevin slipped away from consciousness due to the overdose he had taken, he suddenly found himself in a realm that was starkly different from the dark void he had anticipated. Instead of non-existence, he was engulfed in a warm, embracing light that felt both overwhelming and comforting. It was in this light that he encountered a figure radiating an immense sense of love and peace, Jesus. This encounter was startling for Kevin, who had always dismissed any notion of a higher power or an afterlife. Jesus approached him with a kindness and understanding that broke through his defenses. He spoke to Kevin, not with words, but with a profound sense of direct communication, addressing his deepest fears and the pain that had led him to this moment. In this transcendent space, Jesus spoke to Kevin about the value of his life, showing him how each struggle he faced was part of a larger tapestry of growth and understanding. Kevin was shown flashes of his life, not just the hardships, but also moments of joy and connection he had overlooked or forgotten. These scenes emphasized the impact of his existence on others, how his presence, however flawed he believed it to be, mattered deeply to friends, family, and even strangers. Jesus gently challenged Kevin's beliefs about the universe being indifferent. He presented a perspective where every soul is seen, known, and loved with an intensity that Kevin had never conceived possible. This revelation was profound, confronting Kevin's atheistic views with experiences of divine compassion that didn't judge, but rather sought to heal and restore. The conversation shifted towards the purpose of pain and suffering. Jesus explained that while suffering is not a desired state, it holds the power to transform and deepen one's understanding and empathy. He taught Kevin that his experiences could be used to help others who feel lost and disconnected, turning his personal agony into a source of hope for others. Feeling a mix of confusion, relief, and a budding hope, Kevin found himself reconsidering the finality of his intended escape through suicide. Jesus' presence offered him a new narrative about his life, one that suggested his deepest doubts and pains could be the very things that would lead him to a fuller, more meaningful existence. As the encounter continued, Jesus emphasized to Kevin the importance of choice and free will. He explained that Kevin's life was a series of choices, and each one had the potential to lead him toward a deeper understanding of his own strength and purpose. Jesus stressed that the decision to end his life was a choice against discovering these potentials, and he urged Kevin to choose life and see where this renewed perspective could take him. Kevin was shown a vision of what his future could look like if he chose to embrace the lessons of his suffering and use them to inspire and support others. He saw himself speaking openly about his struggles with mental health, helping to destigmatize depression and offering a message of hope to those who felt as lost as he once did. He envisioned himself involved in community outreach programs where he could connect with people on a genuine level, offering empathy and support derived from his own experiences. This vision was compelling and touched a part of Kevin that he had long neglected, the part that still wanted to believe in the possibility of change and growth. Jesus' message was clear. Kevin's life had intrinsic value, and his experiences, however painful, equipped him with unique insights and the ability to help others in profound ways. Feeling a surge of unfamiliar optimism and a sense of purpose, Kevin's perspective shifted. The despair and hopelessness that had driven him to consider suicide were now countered by a feeling of being understood and valued, not just by those around him, but by a presence he had never believed in before. As the vision began to fade, and Kevin felt himself being pulled back to his physical body, he carried with him a new sense of resolve. He awoke in the hospital, revived by medical staff, with a deep conviction that his life's journey was far from over, and that he had much to do and many to help. Upon his recovery, Kevin faced the challenge of integrating the profound insights from his near-death experience into his daily life. The skepticism that had once defined his worldview was now tempered by the undeniable personal encounter with something, or someone, he could not logically explain. This inner conflict pushed Kevin to explore spiritual and philosophical texts, seeking to understand the nature of his experience and its implications for his beliefs. Determined to make the most of his second chance, Kevin began to share his story, initially with close friends and family, and eventually in public forums and online platforms dedicated to discussions about mental health and spirituality. His candid recounting of his journey from despair to hope resonated with many who struggled with similar issues, providing them with a perspective that was both relatable and inspiring. Kevin's newfound purpose led him to volunteer at local mental health clinics and suicide prevention hotlines, where he could offer support and understanding based on his own experiences. His approach, which blended honest acknowledgement of his struggles with a message of unexpected hope, made him a valuable asset to these organizations. As his story spread, Kevin was invited to speak at conferences and participate in panel discussions about mental health awareness, moreover, the role of spirituality in healing, and the power of personal transformation. His talks highlighted the importance of seeking help, the potential for change regardless of one's past, and the surprising ways life can unfold when one remains open to possibilities, even those that challenge deeply held beliefs. Kevin's influence grew as he continued to advocate for mental health awareness and the exploration of spirituality as a component of healing. His unique perspective as a former atheist who had a transformative spiritual encounter brought a fresh voice to discussions about faith and recovery. This led to collaborations with both secular and religious organizations, bridging gaps and fostering dialogues that were inclusive and respectful of diverse views. Inspired by the positive feedback and the impact of his outreach, Kevin authored a book titled From Darkness to Light, An Atheist's Journey Through Near-Death to New Life. The book detailed his struggles with depression, his near-death experience, and the profound changes that followed. It became a source of inspiration and a resource for those grappling with similar doubts and fears, providing them with a testament to the power of hope and transformation. Kevin also started a podcast where he interviewed other individuals who had experienced near-death phenomena, as well as experts in psychology, theology, and philosophy. The podcast served as a platform to explore the intersection of science and spirituality, inviting listeners to consider broader perspectives on life and existence. Through these endeavors, Kevin became a respected figure in the mental health community, known for his sincerity and his commitment to helping others find meaning and hope in their darkest moments. His journey encouraged others to keep an open mind about the mysteries of life and the potential for personal growth through adversity. Reflecting on his path, Kevin often expressed gratitude for the second chance he had been given. He remained dedicated to his mission of sharing his story and helping others navigate their struggles, continuously inspired by the transformative encounter that had once seemed so improbable. His life became a testament to the idea that change is always possible, and that sometimes it takes facing our deepest fears to uncover our true potential.